He was an English teacher at Chapel Hill High, right? He's actually published like 3 books.
And he was my kid's teacher in high school. So that's how I knew him.
I think he's done a lot for this area, bringing all of these foreign independent movies around here. But he's pretty modest about it.
He's an icon also in Chapel Hill, and so everyone recognizes him.
He's a good-hearted guy, but he can come off as kind of gruff and intimidating.
The Reese's hat kind of diffuses that a little bit. He wears a Reese's hat, like the candy, for some reason a lot.
Hi, I'm Bruce Stone. This is the Chelsea Theater, Chapel Hill. It's been my little lemonade stand for 22 years, and who knows, it might go a few years more if I do, but that's all up for grabs. In college, I got to be friends with a guy named Rick Winston who had a film society, and this is in Montpelier, Vermont. He called it the Lightning Ridge Film Society, and I was on the board of directors, which didn't mean much. And but we were friends, and his film society eventually evolved into a small one-screen art house theater. Sort of had the bug in my ear about the possibility of a theater, and I looked out here. This was kind of the frontier of Chapel Hill at the time, because it was really undeveloped. They just sort of built this mall, and they were quite keen on having me here to bring traffic, business, especially in the evening, to this area. So that's what made it possible.
It's small, it's intimate.
The seating's good, it's comfortable, you know. They serve wine and popcorn, and it's just nice.
It's a great workplace, actually. It's really, one of those those rare workplaces where employees will show up just to hang out, actually, even when they're not on the clock.
If I'm not working, I'll be here every other day at least, just because. I mean, we're all pretty close here, all employees. We go out and see movies together.
The people working here mostly, really do love movies, and they're not just doing it as a job. We don't get paid enough to do it just as a job. So I think a big part of why I wanted to work here was because I wanted to talk about movies with people.
Try to create an environment with intelligent staff, attractive staff. Beer, wine, popcorn, coffee, no video games, no arcades, so no explosions, no helicopter chases. Our movies are more about dialogue, about listening to people and how people talk to each other and interact. And so, anyhow, not always, but sometimes.
It just feels really, really cool having so much control over the movie viewing process, because there's so much involved, because it's all just machinery and equipment that doesn't work the way it's supposed to most of the time. And so you get familiar. Each different projector has its quirks. They're all kind of messed up.
I got a letter, email, something from Fox about 4 or 5 months ago. It said, in a year or two, there will be no more 35 millimeters films. They won't do any more 35 millimeter films, Fox, because it's a lot cheaper for them to make digital hard drive-y things to send you than it is to make film, because film is like thousands of feet of celluloid, and it's heavy, and it's awkward, and it costs more money to make. So digital is the coming thing. The problem is digital projectors cost about $60,000 a piece, so if I went digital, I'd have to upgrade my sound system, spend about $180,000, which of course we don't have, so we may just shut it down, turn it into a bowling alley or something, because once Fox kicks into digital and then eventually maybe everybody will fall in place, and so there may not be film anymore. I think now people your age are more into what are those movies? Jackass or something? I don't know. I guess I'm fairly characterizing people, but I think we're victims of easy, cheesy pop culture. I don't want to sound like a cranky old English teacher, but that's, you know.
You know, we don't get as many young customers as I think we ought to. We're in a college town, but we, you know, our customers tend to be a little older.
You go to the multiplexes, you ever hear the walls, boom, 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 the movie next door is just boom, boom, thundering away. Their big subwoofers, their mega speakers are just shaking the whole building up. And this place has become kind of gathering place for people who want something different, who want stories, who want characters, who want dialogue, who want to venture outside themselves and their lives. That's really what the movies are about. I guess either multiplex or here. It's just a matter of what kind of escapism you prefer. People of your generation, younger people, college people, are tech savvy, catchy phrase, and prefer to access films in a number of ways, on a number of platforms. Cell phone, laptop, Netflix through their Xbox or their Roku, or now there's what? There's sort of, there's something smart TV, or what do they call it, smart TV, where you get internet and TV and everything at the same time. Netflix will feed it right to you. And then there's being able to pirate or download films illegally on your computer. People seem to know how to do that. It's illegal, but they do it, I guess. But I think in a way that's affected movie going for the younger generation. Be remembered for my posture. I still have people coming in the lobby, sweet ladies and everything, saying, "Oh, you're not gonna sell, are you? Don't leave us, don't go away." And I said, "No, I'm okay, I'll be here. I'm just the eminence grise, or the gray presence that floats around ghost-like, the Phantom of the Chelsea or something like that." Yeah. Who would play me in a film? Samuel L. Jackson, or I don't know, who? Dustin Hoffman, or somebody. I don't know what the guy's name is. Christopher Lloyd. There's a whole group of people who think I'm the guy from Back to the Future. You know that movie? Yeah, maybe him. But I don't know, he might die before me, so you better hurry up. I don't know.
That sounds great.
Okay.